students, staff, and families. Today is Tuesday, December 8th, and today is the 76th day of school. Today is National Brownie Day. Brownies were created accidentally, and I have to say, what a delicious accident. Today's weather is partly cloudy with a high of 41. So now let's check in on our Hive B days, and together we read Tuesdays with Miss Brown. And another message about Hour of Code Week with Miss Nava Eggett.
Hey Claxton leaders, I am here with my party hat on to celebrate the birthday of Dane M in 4th grade. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Dane M in 4th grade. Happy birthday to you.
Good morning, Claxton, and welcome to Together We Read Tuesdays. I'm your librarian, Miss Brown. You watched Musical Monday yesterday with Mr. Butler, that we, right now, Claxton, are focusing on habit 4, Think Win Win. And, all of the habits are so important, right? But I really love habit 4, Think Win Win, because we've all had disagreements with people in life, right? Like maybe you have a disagreement with a friend, or maybe you've had a different opinion than a family member. Has that happened to you? Has happened? Well, spoiler alert, it will keep happening throughout your life. It happens. You have disagreements with people even when you're a grown-up, right? So Think Win-Win challenges us, though. It reminds us that, we can understand that we can have different opinions or different ways of showing how we feel without creating sadness in the people that we care about. It challenges us to practice working together despite our disagreements so we can figure out how both sides can have a win. So I think that an author that exemplifies this habit in his work is Matt de la Peña. He has written books for young kids, and he's written books for middle and high school kids too. He is working on books for upper elementary, so I will keep you posted. He's so cool. Actually, interesting, he said when he was a kid, he actually wasn't very into school. He even says he wasn't even super into reading at all. And he only went to college, he says, because he was a really excellent basketball player. He got a basketball scholarship. So it was when he was in college that he kind of discovered books and words and literature and just totally fell for it. Now he is one of the biggest writers in the kidlit world, and he has won numerous awards and medals and honors for his writing. So Carmela Full of Wishes is one of his books. Illustrated, if you remember, in the beginning of the year by the great Christian Robinson. They've actually worked together a number of times. So Carmela Full of Wishes. This is the story of Carmela, who tags along one day with her big brother on errands. And she is delighted to be going all around the town on her scooter with her cool big brother. And he makes it known that he is not delighted that his little sister is going around town on her scooter with him. So they squabble and they argue and they glare at each other. And you know how it is. So, she finds a wish, a dandelion growing out of a crack in the sidewalk. And all morning as she goes along, she thinks about what she can use her wish for. Maybe she could wish for a candy vending machine in her bedroom. Maybe she could wish to get her hardworking mother a fancy hotel room. Or maybe she could use her wish to get her dad's papers fixed so he could finally be home. But then her scooter hits a curb and the handlebars twist and she falls and the dandelion falls and her wish is gone. And it's at that point in the story that the story changes. The characters see each other and they realize that what the other person cares about is important. And they practice thinking win-win to help each other get their wishes. Okay, guys, Pinky promised me that you'll read some Matt de la Peña. It is exquisitely, profoundly written. I have read Love and Last Stop on Market Street like at least 40 times, and like every time, like it's right here. You a fan of the movie Coco? Pick up Miguel and the Grand Harmony. His stuff is excellent. Read, enjoy, think about the habits that his stories help show us, and definitely visit my webpage for more information on Matt De La Pena, including the most amazing live reading you have ever seen. You've never seen anything like this. So elementary school kids, one day, get on this bus, and Matt De La Pena is on the bus sharing his story, Last Stop on Market Street, and all of the characters from the story get on and tell the story. And the elementary kids are just like there in the middle of the story, like living it. It's awesome. You definitely want to see that. Okay, Claxton, I'm going to go read some Matt De La Pena. Take care. Happy reading, and see you next week.
Happy Coding Week. I have an activity for you to try. You can make anyone your robot. You just have to give them special codes. So I have a friend here who's going to be my robot. Okie dokie? And I have 4 codes that I wrote out to practice. We have our right code. We have our left code. We have our backward code and our forward code. So my robot, because they are a robot, is only going to follow the code that I give them. They're not going to do anything else they want to do because robots don't have minds of their own. They only follow the code that you give them. So I, as the programmer, have to decide what I'm going to make my robot do. So I wrote a code out for my robot to do. Are you ready, robot? Okay, each of these are just going to be one position. So let's start with this first one, robot. Forward, 1. Forward, again. Right, 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 forward. Nope, go back to your right position and go forward from there. Perfect, great job, robot. You followed my directions. Notice I had to go back to remind our robot that this was a step. It was a right and then go forward from that spot. Can be confusing, right? But now you can make your own code. You can make anyone your robot and make them do whatever code you want them to do. So try it out. I'd love to see in Flipgrid what you tried. Thanks.
Why, hello, Claxton leaders. This is Jude. He's my robot. Let me show you how he works. Jude, go right, forward, 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 forward.
I'm ready for some laughs, Claxton leaders. Hazel says, who is a penguin's favorite family member? Antarctica. Get it? Genevieve says, what is a math teacher's favorite dessert? A pie. Ooh, those are some good jokes to get our day started. We have some golden tickets. Genevieve has one for Miss Eldridge for always having the day planned for me and my classmates, and for just being a great teacher. Way to go. Maisie B would like to give a golden ticket to Mr. Williams just for being an amazing teacher. And we have a golden ticket for Eden and Clara for putting first things first. They are on time to class even when they have to interrupt a spirited game to log on. That is definitely putting first things first. Way to go, Eden and Clara. All right, Claxton leaders, I've got a mission for you. We would love to see more students send in clips for the morning announcements. And to make it easier, Miss Rigsby added an announcement assignment into the drama seesaw. You can record yourself doing the arts cheer, telling a joke, giving a golden ticket, talking about wildly important goals, or sharing how you're living the 7 habits. There's also the Flipgrid for wonders. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you send in, Claxton leaders. Have a terrific Tuesday. Now it's time for the Claxton Pledge. At Claxton Elementary, I am a leader. I pledge to live the habits, value the arts, and celebrate our hive's diversity. I work hard to learn new things and always give my best effort. I show respect to others and choose to be a leader in my community. I am attentive, responsible, thoughtful, and safe. I am a proud and dependable Claxton Bee, even when no one is watching me. Remember, you and your family can send in jokes and golden tickets and shout outs to our email account, and we'll include them in the announcements as soon as we can. We're going to wait a little bit to set our wigs. The email account that you should email these to is clxannouncements@acsgmail.net. You can also submit to the CLX announcements by filling out the Google form on our remote learning website.